Yo, what's up, everyone? It's your boy CrispPurpose back at it again with another Gems of War PvP teams video for you guys. In fact, these are some of the fastest teams for PvP this week, man. So, with the wake of what happened to the Journey troops, I think we have to re-examine a lot of the teams that we've been using for PvP and a number of different game modes going forward. Right, so let's take a look at some of the teams that I'm going to be using for this week's PvP areas and the restrictions that are within these areas. So let's start off with the Bay of Stars. So the Bay of Stars has once again a divine restriction, right? So this is my divine team. So up front on my divine team is going to be the Mountain Crusher weapon. Of course, I'm not using the divine class, which is priest. I'm using the Titan hero class, which is a giant class. I'm using this with the Mountain Crusher. This is peanut butter and jelly right here. Mountain Crusher, Titan. It just works. You can use Geomancer as well, but Geomancer won't have the lightning strike that Titan will, which is very, very useful. So just keep that in mind. So the Titan hero class, this is the setup for the Titan hero class here. I have impact set, counter attack, um, Axe of Doom. I don't really need Axe of Doom though. Let's change that right off the jump. Let's change that over to Stone Circle. Yeah, I also have Storm's Aura set, um, Rock Solid, Lightning Strike, and of course Fortitude. That's going to be the main setup for my Titan hero class. Mortonized Darkness is going to be my damage dealer of choice here. Why? Because it has a very good spell, right? Death Calling. It will steal life from 4 random enemies and summon Mortonized Will, which is a decent summon, but most importantly, this troop is stealing life, which is the best form of damage in the game. Along with that, it has its final trait of Death Visage. It will create a Uber Doomskull when my turn begins. Divinish Ball is going to be here for a 40% start for all divine troops. Mortonized Darkness is a divine undead troop, so it's very useful there. And Veneratus is going to be the empowered option on this team, getting everything started, converting red gems to yellow dragon gems. The banner here is the Eagle banner from Stone Song Airy. Stone Song Airy faction. It's a +2 on brown, +1 on yellow. Do I need a +1 on yellow? I don't think so. All right, let's go brown and purple. How about that? Brown, purple. Let's minus green. There we go. Um, the Cavernous banner here from Durgaroth faction. This is a +2 on brown, +1 on purple, and we're minusing green. Only Veneratus uses green, and he's an empowered troop. Right, so let's hop into the fight here. And as every single time, I'm only picking battle number battle number 1, which is gonna be the battle for 1 trophy. So big explosion there, Mortonized Darkness. Picked up 2 kills. Now let's cast the weapon, which is that's how it is. That's basically how that team works. It's a very quick team for a 1 trophy fight because, as I said before, if you're getting silver marks, you're going to be jumping from place to place to place, and you want to have the fastest team possible. If you're going for VP and going for the leaderboard, you want to use the fastest team possible, and I think this is a very fast option. Let's try it on one more fight. I always want to demonstrate not just one fight, but a couple fights for you guys with these teams. All right, let's go. Big explosion. Very nice. Do we have Mountain Crusher? Yeah, let's get an explosion once again from Crusher. And now let's apply some damage. Come on. All right, kill 2 enemies. Can we get a final kill? Do I have the board? It's close enough. That's fine. Close enough. There we go. Picked up the kill. So you're able to use every part of this team. You can use the spell damage. You can use the skull damage. You can use the generating from the Mountain Crusher weapon to keep you safe. And of course, Veneratus gives you a big explosion on the starting board, which is very good. I'm actually starting to like that troop a lot on many teams. That explosion helps, man. All right, so let's move on to another area here. Let's move over to Winter's Reach. So Winter's Reach has, once again, a Stormheim restriction. Stormheim troops are going to be in all these fights, and I think I did make a team here, but I'm going to go ahead and make it again. So, Balder. All right, and where is the Onyx Giant? I'm going to put the Onyx Giant on this team, the Onyx Giant. And then for weapon choices. Now, as you can see, this is only giving you an option here of, uh, of these weapons, but just look what I'm doing here, right? Notice that my kingdom restriction on weapons just changed. I'm not going to state exactly what that is, but if you want to know hop on the Discord, baby, and I'll share it with you for sure. I will share it with you and tell you exactly what I did to get that restriction change right there to change my weapon. All right, let's pick out a weapon here. I'm going to go Tome. I'm going to go down and go for Oshi's Tome. There we go, and place the Onyx Giant in the second slot. Now, I'm sure you're going to be curious as to what I did, but it's known. It is known, right? So if you want to find out, hop on the Discord. Hop on the Discord, baby. Right. So this is my Winter's Reach team, right? It's a pure Titan giant team, I should say. Up front is Oshi's Tome, Onyx Giant, Balder. It's a very good team, and it smacks real hard. Really, really hard. So the setup for my Titan has not changed. It's going to be the same thing with the Impact, the Counter Attack, the Stone Circle, the Storm's Aura, Rock Solid, Lightning Strike, and Fortitude. All the troops on the team are giants. One is even an elemental giant. Thus, all these troops are going to receive a 50% starting mana as a result of my Giant Lord final trait on Titan. All giant allies start with 50% mana. And then the banner that I did choose here is the Lion banner from the Leonis Empire Kingdom. This is a +2 on blue, +1 on yellow, and I'm minusing green because simply don't have any green troops on the team. All right, so let's run down a couple battles here. And as I said before, I like doing one trophy fights. All right, so your first assignment is, of course, to get your weapon powered up. If you cannot get that started at the beginning, you want to take all the 4+ gem matches off the board and anything else that you find. All right, let's go ahead and cast Balder. We might miss here, but we're going to take it either way. Two hits, that's not bad. All right, let's see if we can get the weapon powered up. We got the Tome. Now let's cast it and explode all those gems. Very good. And we got another troop powered up. There we go. And if we want, we can just, let's cast this. Might as well. Just for the extra effect. And that's how it works. It's not the fastest restriction, but if indeed you're hunting the silver marks, this is the way to go. You have a good team that will not lose, right, for sure, and you'll get the job done. Let's try it out on one more fight. Then we're going to move on to another area. Right, so do I have gems on the board I can match? No, it's not. Let's barrier up. And I need some blue or yellow gems. Oh, there we have yellow right here. Oh, nothing. All right, there we go. All right, let's explosion. See if I get Balder. Got Balder, very nice. And an explosion. So 1 Balder, 2 Balder. There we go. 1 more hit up top. Oh, that sucker's tough. All right, now we're gonna see if we can cast the Onyx Giant. Can I cast him somewhere? No. Can I do green? I could do green. Now, maybe if I match this, yeah, I can do green now. There we go. And now Balder. Come on, come on, Balder. There we go. And now the last Balder. Yup. Even on the tougher fights, as you guys can see, it's still 1. Right? It's a little bit slower because, of course, because of the restriction. But it works, and that's a good thing. All right, so let's get out of here. It feels weird going back over some of these teams, even though we went over them before. We're going back over it again. So the team for Stormheim and the team for Ancient Khet are the same teams, as you guys can see. Same team, same trick we use to get the weapon. It's the same thing, right? So if you guys want to use that team for Stormheim, you can use the same team over here in Ancient Khet. All right, so let's get out of here. I'm not going to stick around showing you guys the same team again. All right, so a restriction of Broken Lands is Orc, which is undoubted. This is the most annoying area to do, but this is the team that I've been working with in this area. Earth's Fury, followed by Triple Eye of Argus. If you don't have Triple Eye of Argus, you could actually go with an empowered option in the last slot if you have only 2 Eye of Argus. If you only have 1 Eye of Argus, you can go with 2 empowered troops. Those empowered troops are Triknala and the Fist of Zorn, right? They are both empowered that convert skulls, as you guys can see, and they are the best options in the kingdom. The other options are even slower than this and take up a lot of time. So let's try this out on this fight right here and see how it works out. There we go, picked up a kill. Picked up 1 more kill. I should have matched that the other way. But as you guys can notice, I got the weapon spell ready without actually matching the mana color because I got the explosion. The explosion somewhat generates mana because these are doom skulls, and doom skulls generate mana. They explode a larger section than they explode a larger section. That's what I should say, as opposed to regular skulls that don't explode anything. Um, so yeah, that's the dealio for this area. You just want to match gems until the skulls connect, and once the skulls connect, they're dead. Right? That's about it. If you get the weapon up and you want to cast the weapon, you can go ahead and do so as well. But as you guys can notice, let me make reference to the class here. It's once again the Titan Hero class. Why? Because I want to keep my hero barriered and protected at all times, so I won't lose a troop no matter what. See? There we go. And the last one just died from burn, I think, or something like that. Just exploded. But yeah, that is the Broken Lands team, man. The orc restriction is very, very easy. As you guys are noticing, I'm going around the exterior first. Then we're gonna go to the interior areas. So the next area that's on the exterior is Summer Isles. Summer Isles has once again a Suncrest restriction. So only Suncrest troops in this restriction. And this is what I've been working with. I'm going down the true damage route here with the Ruby Macaque. You might be wondering how I got the Ruby Macaque in this team. I will tell you on Discord. So hop on Discord and I'll share it with you. All right. So Ruby Macaque is here, followed by the Harpy Night Song. Right. This is dealing true damage, true scatter damage to enemies, and if there is a storm, this is going to deal double damage. How is there going to be a storm? For one, the Titan Hero class has that Storm Aura trait right there. It's a brown storm at the start of battle. And then my Harpy Mage has the ability to conjure a dust storm, which is a brown storm, every single time I cast this troop right here. The good thing about Harpy Mage, her final trait, she has Swift. She starts battles with 75% mana. Majority of times you might hear players mentioning that Harpy Mage is a second turn empowered. It's because of that final trait right there. The empowered troop is once again going to be Hecult. This is the empowered troop that converts blue gems to yellow and conjures a light storm. And along with that, it has a light storm in its traits. So that's pretty good for everything on the team, right? So it works out. And once again, the class is the Titan Hero class. And the banner here is the Kobold banner from the Emperor Nazar faction. This is a +2 on yellow, +1 on brown, and I'm minusing purple because we have no purple troops on the team. All right, let's hop into the first fight here. This should be pretty quick. Once I get the Ruby Macaque powered up, it's over for the enemy troops. All right, can I get a convert even of a 3+ gem match? Yeah, there we go. We got a 4. And we got 1 troop powered up. Can we get a kill? It almost did, man. Look at that. Yeah, we got Ruby Macaque. Yeah. Yep. This is pretty easy with this. If indeed you are not having the Ruby Macaque weapon and you want to go down a different route, is there another weapon here? There we go. The Thunderbird. This deals true damage to an enemy, and if there's a storm, it will deal true damage, 15 true damage to all enemies. Then it will remove the storm. Doesn't really matter because you're gonna start that storm over again with your Harpy Mage. So that is an option for you guys. Let's try it on one more fight. See how it works out. Let's see if it's gonna be as smooth as we did just now. All right, let's convert some gems. This should be a big explosion. Very nice. Smash that down. All right, let's take this out. Ooh, there's a lot of 4+ gem matches on this board, baby. Ooh la la. Let's make use of them. Let's make use of them. Might as well, right? Man, wow, that was a lot. Is that all of it? Yeah, that is. Let's cast Ruby Macaque. Now, can we get a kill here? Oh, it did. Very nice. That was smooth. That was smooth as hell. So, yeah, that is the team. If you guys are wondering where to find these teams, just drop down to the description and check out the team codes. I'm going to put them there. Hopefully, I remember and don't forget. All right, so that is it for Summer Isle. Let's move on to the Maraji Expanse, right? So this is having a strict restriction this week, and the team is the same. As you guys can see, I'm using in the Stormheim restriction and the Giant restriction. Majority of Stormheim troops are Giants, so it works. And in Suncrest, majority of Suncrest troops are strict. So the same team works. Harpy Mage, Ruby Macaque, Harpy Night Song, and Hecult. Man, I'm screwing up that name. All right, so let's back out of here and let's go to the interior regions now. So the main areas here are Aidania, Southwild, and Geheron. These are the fastest restrictions, except for, Central Spire, but no way in hell I'm going to be playing here when I can play out here with teams that don't have, that are not like meta teams. It works much quicker. All right, so out of these areas, I would say that either the Aidania area or the Southwild area are the fastest regions to play PvP in this week. Like it's split between these two, genuinely. Why? Because in both restrictions, you're able to use Leprechaun. And in both restrictions, there are very strong mana generators that you can use to get mana to your team very quickly. All right, so let's take a look at Southwild first. All right, rather, let's go to Geheron. Right? This area has a brown restriction. Is it brown? Yep, brown restriction this week. So as a result, you can use this bad boy right here. So somebody in the comment section in a previous PvP video made mention of the Great King. And I'm like, how is it possible that I did not remember to speak about the Great King, right? The Great King is a great mythic for anywhere there is a restriction based on color. Why? Because of his spell. His spell is the Grey March. He will destroy all gems of a chosen color, and along with that, all enemies of that color will take true damage, and they are mana drained, silenced, and frozen. This bad boy here slaps in Guild Wars, and let me tell you, in a restriction like PvP that has a color restriction, once there's a blue restriction, purple or brown restriction, this is the troop to use. The enemy troops cannot dodge this unless they're barriered, and even if they're barriered, they're still going to be silenced if they're not immune to silence, and they're going to be mana drained regardless, and they're going to be frozen, right? If you're using it along with the Elementalist hero class, it becomes even more powerful. And along with that, this troop has a great final trait, the King's Legion. Allied undead troops are going to gain armor and magic whenever you match 4 or more gems. It's a very, very good troop right here. So this is the team that I went with for Geheron. I have Bork 3000 up front on the team for generating mana. The Great King in the second slot, followed by the Ruby Macaque once again, and of course, the Ghost Queen. Why? This gives a 50% start to all undead troops. Right, all undead allies start battles with a 50% mana. Along with that, the spell is decent as well. Wrath Song, it will steal mana, 7 mana from an enemy. Then it will steal 49 life. The best form of true damage is life steal. And it's boosted by purple gems. So if indeed there is a purple storm somewhere, you're going to find that this troop is going to be doing more and more damage. All right, so the banner here, I think it should be the Cavernous. Yeah, the Cavernous banner once again from Durgaroth. Yeah, that is the team. Let's hop into a 1 trophy fight because, of course, speed is the prerogative. All right, so you want to get mana as quickly as possible to your Borg 3000. Of course, you know how it is. Sometimes the boards are not that fast, but it doesn't really matter. Once we get it, we're going to win. There we go. Oh, I didn't target the right mana color. All right, come on, man. What am I doing? All right, so we still got the win. That was a pretty quick fight. Let's run down this one and hop into another fight to see if it actually works the same. Of course, you're going to find some enemies that are impervious at times, but that doesn't really matter because they're still going to take that true damage, which is what you want them to do. All right, Bork. 1 cast of Bork should get it going. And we're in a brown restriction, so let's just pick some brown mana here. Goodbye, sir. That's it for you. Cleaning up the rest with a Ruby Macaque. That's so easy, man. So easy and so quick. All right, so that is it for the Geheron restriction. Let's go over to Southwild right here. So the Southwild restriction, I decided to go with the Great King once again, but with Leprechaun and, of course, Thrall, followed by the Life and Death weapon. This is going to be stealing life, as opposed to the true damage from the Great King. And of course, this is unkillable because I'm using it with the Thief Hero class. Why the Thief Hero class? For the 50% start, which is the fast in the traits, and of course for the Dusk's Aura, a purple storm, which is a dark storm at the start of battle, is going to help out my Thrall and get its spell ready. All right, so let's go into this fight. We go cast Leprechaun, get Thrall powered up, cast Thrall. Now cast the Great King on purple. Bang! That's it. Over with. I think in these color restrictions, in the blue restriction and in the purple and in the brown restriction, there's nobody like the Grey King, man. I don't think any other troop is gonna totally devastate a color restriction like the Grey King. Nobody else. I don't remember who said it in the comment section, but shout outs to you, man. You're the real MVP here, right? Shout outs to you. Whoever it is, comment in this video and let me know so I can shout you out possibly, in the comments or maybe in another video. So yeah, that is the Southwild restriction. Um, Great restriction this week. Super fast, man. Aidania is the final restriction we're going to be taking a look at. And this is the team. So Box right at the top of the team for generating mana and entangling an enemy, and entangling an enemy when matching skulls, and has a skull damage reduction of 33%. Super overpowered troop. The Foxfire King is going to be here as my damage dealer. Why? Because this is super low rarity. You pick this up from the Court of Foxes faction. This is a legendary troop from there. Toss a couple Chaos Shards, you're going to pick this guy up. One of the best troops in the underworld, right? One of the best troops, because I think other troops with this similar mana color and mana cost can't hit as hard as this. This sucker bypasses armor, hits straight to their HP with his true damage. And if indeed you want to target one singular enemy, you can as well by selecting the second half of the spell. But I tend to just select the first half. It has good second and final trait. It has Fox Cunning, a 25% mana start, and of course has a 50% chance to inflict Fairy Fire on a random enemy whenever you match red gem. So it's useful. The weapon of choice here for the hero is the Gear Slinger weapon. This is an Aidania weapon right here. It is a striker somewhat. It will deal true damage to 2 random enemies. Then it will create 5 bomb gems. Whenever I cast this weapon, I need to cast my Box Rider again. This weapon helps out with those bomb gems because Box Rider can destroy those, which gives you a bigger explosion, generating more mana for the team. The class of choice here is the Archer Hero class for the 50% start, along with the Hunt and the Root Trap and the Nature's Aura. That Green Storm at the start of battle is going to help my Box Rider get spell ready very quickly. Leprechaun is at the back of the team. The banner here is the more famous banner, the Maze banner from the Labyrinth faction. I remember when this was +2 on green and the +2 on red. Now it's only +1 on red. And we're minusing purple because only Leprechaun uses purple mana. All right, so let's hop into this thing, man. This is one of the easiest teams, let me tell you. Super quick. There it is. And now Gear Slinger. One last enemy left, and if I wanted to as well, I could go ahead and put on, what's the name of that weapon again? The Ruby Macaque on this team as well, just to make it a little bit quicker, but I wanted to show something different. Sometimes persons are not going to be having the Ruby Macaque weapon, so you want to move things around, you know what I mean? All right, let's go. Leprechaun. There we go. Yeah, I love the fact that the weapon hits multiple enemies without it being AoE damage. Why? Because at times, some troops are going to be submerged, right? Some troops are submerged whenever they take damage. So just in case you run across any of those troops, you're still able to hit them, without having to wait until they are not submerged anymore. So that's the reason I went with this weapon. I think that was my original thought. All right, let's cast this. Box Rider again. Weapon. Yep. That's it. And the truth is about the weapon, it double taps. So it hits random enemies. So if it's only one enemy left, and for example, that enemy has a spell damage reduction, it's going to work really well in hitting them twice to ensure that you get that kill. All right, let's go. Leprechaun. Come on, bro. There we go. We got Bug. Now the weapon. Yep, there we go. There we go. I like it. Box Rider again. Bro, Bog, you didn't get ready? All right, they're going to convert some gems here, but we'll be fine. Yep. There we go. So those are the teams, man. That I think that's all the restrictions on the map for PvP. We went over every single one. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful and informative. As I said before, The Southwild restriction and the Aidania restriction are the fastest restrictions this week. Nothing can compare to these. Why? Because you have Leprechaun and Thrall on one end, and on the Aidania. Let me go back here and go into the troops. Let's go base rarity, and let's take a look at. Let's type in destroy gems here. Let's go down to this and search destroy gems. So if you go to destroy gems, you have Merilith here as well, which is a great option. Probably even works better than Boxride in certain instances because she takes in two mana colors. But I didn't want to block my Foxfire King. I wanted to just make it one color at the top. So yeah, you can use Merilith as well. So the Egg Thief is here as well, so that's a great restriction. And I think the Aidania restriction this week, you might be able to make somewhat of a gold farming team, but I don't want to say that really. You can, but it's not a proficient gold farming team. Let's not go down that route. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Hopefully, you found this video helpful and informative. If you did, smash. I said smash that like button. Let me know what you guys think about the teams. Give me some comments, and I'll be down there replying to the comments as well. And if I don't remember to put in the team codes, let me know, and I'll send the team code directly to you. You know what I mean? Directly to you. And hop on the Discord if you want to find out how I did that weapon thing. You know what I mean? All right, guys. Catch y'all next one. Peace.